Hi, welcome to Newcastle Law School. I appreciate that this is quite early in your decision-making process about what you want to study and where. The purpose of this short presentation is to try and tell you why I think you should study law at Newcastle. To do that, I will tell you briefly about the school, the degree programme, opportunities for Newcastle Law students, support for students, and give you an idea of the career prospects of our recent graduates. Law is a degree that enables you to hone a wide variety of key transferable skills: research skills, critical analysis and evaluation skills, and problem-solving skills. And these are skills that are widely valued by employers. Now, let me say a little bit about the law school itself, because I do think this is one of our best-selling features. We are a quirky little building. We consist of 4 Victorian terraced houses, and we sit right on the edge of the campus, adjacent to the Philip Robinson Library, the main university library. The law school is a self-contained learning environment, and it does really become a home away from home for our students. We have our own 270-seat lecture theatre. We have a number of seminar rooms in the building for that smaller group learning that will become part and parcel of your life as a law student. We have a mooting room which we can set up so that you can practice your mock trial and debating skills. We have a conference room, a student common room, and a dedicated pro bono workroom where students involved in the pro bono schemes can get together and plan their ongoing activities. We also have a dedicated law library in the basement of our building. This is a tremendous resource for our students, and it's something that's becoming quite a rarity in law school buildings in the UK today. The library staff are always on hand to help you with research difficulties that you may be experiencing, and it's also a place where you can do all of that essential reading that a law student must do. So whilst you might have 12 to 14 contact hours a week, so that's either lectures or seminars, you do need to be reading to make up that full working week, and the library is where you can do that. Now I'm going to tell you a bit about the degree programme at Newcastle Law School. The degree programme is semesterised, and in your first year, in the first semester, you are going to study 3 compulsory subjects. Those are legal institutions and methods, contract law, and constitutional law. In the second semester of your first year, you will again study 3 compulsory subjects. Those are law and ethics, administrative law, and the UK and the EU. In stage 2, you will also study 4 compulsory modules. In the first semester, you will study criminal, land, and tort law. And in the second semester, you will study equity. However, you will now have the option to pick 2 modules, and those modules are chosen from the semester 2 modules on the slide that lists the third year module choice. So you can have a look at that in a moment and see. In stage 3, you will study 120 credits. As you can see across both semester 1 and semester 2, we have a mixture of black letter law modules such as company and evidence, socio-legal modules like family, criminology, and also a selection of modules that are driven by the key research interests of staff members. And these you may not necessarily find in many other law schools, like judges and judging, law, risk and regulation, law and literature, law and history. So there's a really wide choice for you in stage 3. In stage 3, you can also choose to do a dissertation. Now this counts for 40 credits, so it's the equivalent of 2 modules, and it runs across both semesters. You as the student have to identify a research area, a legal question that you want to pursue, and you will be assigned a supervisor, a member of the academic staff, that will meet with you throughout that academic year and help you craft and hone your thesis. The other option for stage 3 students is that they can take 2 modules outside of the school with school approval. Often these are modules from the business school or the politics school, but other modules can also be considered. Having outlined the degree programme, I now want to move on and discuss key opportunities that are available to Newcastle law students. The first of which is the opportunity to study abroad for a year. At Newcastle Law School, we have an international legal studies stream. This currently has exchange partnerships with universities in Hong Kong, Singapore, Sydney, Auckland, Montreal, and California. We also have a European legal studies stream. We currently have exchange partnerships in Leuven, Groningen, Oslo, Stockholm, Barcelona, Copenhagen, and Trento. Students apply for these schemes towards the end of their first year of studying at Newcastle Law School. And the application process is based on a covering letter and grades achieved in that first year of studying with us. It is worth noting that all of our partner institutions teach in English, so you don't have to worry about language requirements, and there is a fee waiver. So you don't pay an additional full year's tuition, but you do pay a small administrative fee for that year, roughly about £1,300 at the moment, to Newcastle University. You study abroad after doing the first 2 years of the programme I've outlined, and then having completed that year abroad, you come back to that final year of 120 credit modules. Having undertaken the year abroad and returning and finishing your final year, you will qualify with a distinctive law degree. It will say on the transcript whether you have been part of an international legal studies stream or a European legal studies stream. This kind of experience is something that is widely respected by employers. And we do also find that the students who engage on that year abroad come back and tend to do very well in that final year of study. For a couple of reasons. One, there is that extra level of maturity that comes with that additional year of study. Secondly, they've taken on new modules in these universities that have expanded their horizons, their thoughts, their reasoning. And this knowledge they bring back with them and apply in that third and final year. Now, if you don't want to study abroad for a year, but still fancy the idea of a 4-year degree, the other option at Newcastle Law School is to undertake the Career Placement Year. Students who take the Career Placement Year work for up to a year between their second and final year of the degree programme. Now, there's no requirement that you work in a legal institution, but as it happens, a number of our students who have taken the Career Placement Year have worked as paralegals or legal interns. But others have worked in the financial sector or worked as researchers on justice projects. Now, another unique offering at Newcastle Law School is our pro bono streams. We have 3 pro bono streams currently available in the school. The first of which is called Street Law. Street Law is where our students work with local youth groups in and around the northeast area. You can become a street lawyer from stage 1, from your very first year, and you will be given training on how to work with these youth groups, how to present information, how to run workshops with them. Students who have worked on street law have covered a variety of issues, such as housing, street drinking, stop and search, and they also work with young mums and young dad groups, trying to help them determine their rights around access to benefits, employment rights, etc. Now, most of these topics are not taught as part of the degree, so the students have to research them themselves and produce information in a format that can be easily understood by the group that they're speaking to. These are great skills to develop and are very useful for our students as they move forward into their professional careers. Mackenzie Friend is another pro bono stream in the law school. This is where we work with the National Centre for Domestic Violence. Our students are trained to take witness statements over the phone from people suffering domestic violence or abuse. This is an extremely important job, as these people normally cannot afford legal representation, and the cuts to free legal aid mean that they're essentially unrepresented. The witness statement that our students take for them is often the only document they have that they bring to court when they're asking for a non-molestation order or possibly even a possession order of the family home. The third pro bono scheme currently on offer at Newcastle Law School is Lega Care. This is where our students work with a charitable organisation, Lega Care, which delivers information and advice to terminally ill people. Lega Care is available to Stage 3 students only, and our students will assist the solicitors in note-taking, compiling information, helping to write wills, researching any issues that need to be researched. It's a tough and challenging job, but one our students have found exceptionally rewarding. And you can see more about that on our website and in our booth. The other opportunity available to Newcastle Law students is to adopt the role of a mentor. We currently have 2 schemes where we employ students as mentors. One is with Excelsior Academy, a school in the Newcastle region where there tends to be very low take-up of university places. Our students go there not to convince everybody to study law, but to help raise aspirations and to make students aware of possibilities that they may not have considered before. The other mentoring option comes through our Sutton Trust Law Pathway. The Sutton Trust is dedicated to widening participation and to trying to remove barriers for people and promote access to education and future career opportunities. We have a number of students who help mentor our current Sutton Trust Pathway students and help us deliver that programme too. All of our pro bono offerings and our mentoring schemes offer students not only the ability to develop key transferable skills, but it also, and most importantly, gives them a way of helping other people, a way of giving back to the community. So now, having told you a little bit about the school, the degree programme, and opportunities for students, I want to say a little about the support that's available in the school for any Newcastle Law student. Within the school, every student will have a personal tutor assigned to them. A personal tutor is an academic member of staff like me, and we will touch bases regularly with our tutees, inquiring about how they're getting on academically, if they have plans or ideas for future careers, and also just making sure that there's nothing going on in their own life, either at university or at home, that's impacting upon their performance, their ability to perform on the degree programme. And we will provide support as appropriate. We also have a senior tutor team, and they're there to help support us when things become a little bit more complicated for an individual student, and they perhaps need to draw on a wider range of support. First year students are also given a student mentor. This is a second or a third year law student. They're there to support you in those first few weeks in Newcastle when everything is a little bit confusing and a little bit overwhelming. Those students are the ones you can ask the questions you're afraid to ask the academic members of staff or the librarians, and they really are there to try and help you find your feet. Another key area of support in the law school comes from our employability and enterprise team. This consists of academic members of staff who focus on issues of employment and enterprise throughout all 3 years of your degree. They arrange for employers to come and visit. They help support students and the career service arrange the law fair. And they also will send out weekly newsletters about current job opportunities, vacation schemes, training contracts, etc. And finally in the school, as you would expect, we've got our Law Student Society and we also have a Bar Society. They support students in particular who know that they want to pursue that professional legal career. And we have student reps as well at all 3 stages who help make sure that any concerns amongst the student body are expressed to the staff and leading members of the school so that we can try to respond to them. Of course, there's a wide variety and range of support at university level too. There's the Student Health and Wellbeing Centre, the Students' Union and the Student Advice Centre, the Writing Learning Centre and Disability Support, and the Career Service. The Career Service is tremendously helpful to our students, And we've been working with Joss Harrison for over 14 years now. And she comes into the law school on a weekly basis for drop-in sessions. She runs mock interview with our students. She'll advise you on your CV and help you in any way she can to get the career that you have decided is the one for you. So finally, a little bit about what our graduates do. First, it's worth noting that students at Newcastle Law School tend to perform really well. In the 2019 graduating cohort, 13% of students achieved a first-class degree and 75% of students achieved a 2-1 degree, with only 12% of our students achieving a 2-2. The Delhi data tells us about what our graduates are doing 6 months after graduating. In the most recent Delhi data, which does date from 2016-17, it showed that 97% of our students were in work or further study, and 77% of those were in professional or managerial roles. So our students do well, but what do they do with their Newcastle Law degree? A number of students, but by no means a majority, do pursue a legal professional career, with most of them pursuing the path of becoming a solicitor. And on the next slide, you will see a number of firms where you will find recent Newcastle Law School graduates. A smaller proportion of our students do go on and pursue the bar, and again you'll find on that slide a list of a number of chambers where you will find some recent Newcastle Law graduates. For those that don't pursue a legal career, there is a huge range of options open to students, and I've tried to give you an indication of what those types of things might be. Things like working in the financial sector, accountancy, the civil service, and much more besides. So again on that slide, you'll see the destination of some of our recent graduates who decided not to pursue a law career. And so finally, why do I think you should study law at Newcastle? Well, firstly, we are a supportive yet challenging school. So if you come to us, we will, provided you work hard and do your best, we will help you get to where you want to go. We do have a staff, whilst research active, are dedicated to teaching. And we do focus a lot on transition from A-level to university and on trying to embed skills development across all modules at all stages of the degree. We do have that self-contained learning experience, our own building, which does help you form quickly into a little community of your own whilst at Newcastle. We have excellent pro bono opportunities, award-winning pro bono opportunities, and these are things that will stand out in your CV, help you answer those difficult questions in interviews about difficult times when you had to work in a team or work under pressure. But again, as I've said already, most importantly, help you as a law student to give a little back whilst being a student. And we have the great opportunity for students to study abroad for a year or to take a year out and work in the middle of their degree programme, again to enhance their future employability skills. We also have further information in the website and on the booth about our pro bono opportunities, and you can find more information about the study abroad opportunities on the website too. I wish you all the best with what is going to be a challenging year of study for you, with difficult decisions to make. I do hope that if you do decide to study law, that you will apply to Newcastle, and I will have the pleasure of welcoming you to our school at some point in the near future. Thanks for listening. Take care. Bye.